힘을 내라고 말해줄래 그 눈을 반짝여 날 일으켜줄래 One, two, three, 사람들은 모두 원하지 더 빨리 더 많이 난 편법
Boya, 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 no. I know you get the feels. Boya, 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 no.
I'm so curious about you boy wanna keep it cool but I know every time you move got me frozen I get so shy it's obvious Catching feels like butterflies if I say what's on my mind would I hit bullseye soon I'm ready aim and fire baby I feel like Cupid's alive yeah tonight yeah tonight if your heart beats so stay with let me know cause I boom 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 from head to toe and I know love it is such a funny thing a mystery allure gotta get to know you more cause I can feel a real connection a supernatural attraction I got the feels for you yeah you have stolen my heart oh yeah never let it go no never let it go lightning straight to my heart oh yeah I got all the feels for sure yeah I got all the feels for ya boya 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 no I know I get the feels boya 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 no I know you feel it too sway in the moonlight dance in the dark I know that I caught your eye are we on the same vibe wonder what's on your mind you got me good and I wanna be a bull if it's that well I wanna be a fool underneath the neon lights baby electricity tonight baby I know love it is such a funny thing a mystery allure gotta get to know you more cause I can feel a real connection a supernatural attraction I got the feels for you yeah you have stolen my heart oh yeah never let it go no never let it go lightning straight to my heart oh yeah I got all the feels for sure yeah I got all the feels for ya boya boya no I know I get the feels boya boya no I know you feel it too boya boya no I know I get the feels boya boya no I know you feel it too you got my attention so what's your intention you tell me baby what's the deal oh one look and I know it baby my eyes reveal that you give me the feels oh yeah stole my heart oh yeah never let it go no never let it go lightning straight to my heart oh yeah I got all the feels for sure yeah I got all the feels for ya boya 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 no I know I get the feels boya 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 no I know you feel it too boya 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 no I know I get the feels boya 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 no I know you feel it too
Hi everyone, this is Soshi Mochi, and as a special segment on today's video, I'm going to go over how I make them and how I choose the parts and how I edit them. So if you're interested in looking at a dance video that you enjoy and analyzing the moves, thinking of who you think's done it best, or even looking at the same videos and forming your own opinions, or even making your own videos. I'm showing you how I do it. I highly encourage everyone to do it. You know, I'm by no means a professional dancer. This isn't meant to be a definitive ranking. It's just something I do for fun to help me take a look at some great parts and share them with others. So even though my titles often say, you know, who danced best, it's a little clickbaity. Really, it's just who did I observe doing extra nicely in this one particular video. So as you can see here, I've got the dance practice for Twice as the Feels lined up in my iMovie timeline. I put the audio separately so it doesn't make little blips when I cut out the clip. And I've already assessed 2 moves and written in the name and then sometimes an explanation or description of the move and why I selected it. And I've put it over the timeline. So you see this one's focusing on Z and this one's focusing on Sana. So I'll go over the chorus as it's kind of the, the hit part, and take a look at who I think's doing super well. So usually what I do is I'll go over it slowly. I watch the dance through, so I kind of know what it's supposed to look like, but then here when we go slow, we can kind of see who's hitting it. The shapes of the bodies, looks like everyone's doing really well there. They all really sink into that hip, then roll upwards with the pelvis and pop out with the chest. All of them have a great arm length and angle. They've obviously really practiced this hard. Then they sink back into the hip. Yep. Oh, and everyone's got a good twist on the arms and head tilt. Now I'm starting to see some stand out. So I'm seeing Jihyo, Sana, and Nayeon really flipping the head nicely. And then as they come back in here, I really like the way Tsi's sitting back into her hip. But they're all doing really well. Looking here, it looks like Momo's got a great angle. Sometimes when it's really hard like this, I'll just play it through to see if anyone catches my eye as timed better. So the ones standing out to me there are Jihyo and Momo. But I'll go slowly again and look at everyone just to test. Actually, Nayeon's got a really great arm angle there, great head tilt. I might give it to her. As you can see, it's very hard. I could see how someone might come to, a completely different conclusion depending on what they kind of value in the move. Personally, I think that body roll is a lot, deceivingly hard. I've seen a lot of people mess it up. But they've all got it down pretty good. But I can really see a smooth emphasis in kind of the cluster near the center. Perhaps that's why they've been centered for this specific chorus. All right, I think it's going to go to Nayeon, but it's very close. Since they do it so much, I'll probably flip around and give it to different people for different choruses. So here you see I focused in, crop to fill, iMovie on Nayeon. So now goes in. This black bar you see here, it's just this image that I've cropped of 2 lines to give it that sort of camera vertical focus, fan cam feel. But really it is just 2 black lines I smush onto the screen. And then just so I don't have to redo all the font settings, I just drag over what I said here before. I cut it, and I'm going to retype. So I say the idol's name, the member's name. And in this case, I don't really know what to say. Everyone does very well. She just seems quite clean with it. Probably because she's in the center and focused on singing too. She's not pumping, the hips and chest quite as much, but I think it actually adds to it in some ways. Oh, it's hard. Yeah, I'll give it to her for now, but I think I'll switch it around in further ones. It's just so good. Okay, I'll say super clean will be my definition for now. As you can see, then we go into this hip bump. They jump up. I see Momo, Nayeon, and Chaeyoung have good little kicks there. Nice angle on the foot. Jihyo's a little late. I like the tilt of Mina's head. All right, it's kind of hard to tell, but I think some of them have a nicer isolation of the hips. So let's take a look. So I watch a few times like this, usually watching each member. Oh, Dahyun's doing really well too, geez. So since I'm having a hard time deciding, I'll take a little more of the move in to see who remains. Doing very well. Oh, that's great kicks from all of them. Oh, I actually really like how Dahyun does. Oh, with the hair flip. Jeez. Oh. I was going between Lena and Momo, but now I'm looking and I'm thinking Dahyun's doing it very well. So I might give that to her. It's just very clean. But she doesn't jump into it the same way. Oh, boy. As I say, these are just small opinions. It doesn't, people can make a lot of different conclusions. So don't take what I say to heart. As you can see, I often struggle to choose. That's why I always try to emphasize it's not that serious. You know, I'm just one person, I'm just one opinion, it's just one video, it's just one performance. You know, they're never gonna see this. They don't care. I'm sure they're told these things by their instructors all the time, and they're all doing their best, so that's all that matters. I'm now between Momo and Mina again. I think I like how Mina does it a little more. Oh, yeah. Oh, but I like how Momo's really flicks her head on that beat there. Let it, you know, and the boom. Okay, I'll give it to Momo. But both, I think Mina really excels at these more graceful parts. So when they're actually, you know, doing this, you know, of course they're very similar, but something about Mina's quite captivating. But then on the kind of hard-hitting parts, Momo really uses her sense of dance, especially the sharper style of dance, and she's really good at making choices that emphasize the moves. So because they were kind of near the edge of the screen here, this black bar is having trouble focusing, even though it's pushed all the way to the edge of the video. It's having trouble focusing on Momo. It's going a little wonky here. Actually, no, that would be more if I chose Mina. Never mind. Usually, if someone's off screen, let's say in theory I chose Mina, and she's tucked off to the side here, I'll just go into the settings for the bar itself, crop it in so it's, you know, the center is a little off center, and now it should focus more on Mina there. That's usually what I do if someone's too far to the edge of the screen or too close to the camera. So here we see there's a lot of difference in how shallow or how deep they're making these hand blops. I really like the texture on Mina's for the musicality. But as I said, I'd kind of like to see how some of them are making traveling choices. So I'm watching everyone's feet. Everyone's traveling on time from what I can see. That's really nice. Go. I'm seeing a special texture on Momo, Jihyo, and Mina, mostly, kind of hitting that hard, the downbeat, the harder beat, with a little more pressure, and then the lighter beats with a little less, both with their hands and their feet, which is really cool. You know, kind of, you can see with their hands, it kind of flitters. So in those moments, that's a bit harder, a little tougher. They're kind of stepping a little harder, and they're moving their hands a little sharper, a little lower, a little heavier, a little slower. I'm not sure how to describe it right now. You can take a look here at Mina because she's not going to be moving. I'll zoom in on her just for reference. So she's not just flittering her hands back and forth, and she's not just stepping, you know, she's deliberately making little flitters and then a harder one and then smaller, and I'm lagging a bit. It's hard to see, but I think you get the idea. I really like how I actually think she gets that musicality the best. So even though she's not moving or doing an intricate travel, I think I just want to focus on that because I think people learning this dance could benefit from taking a look at the musicality here or the emphasis on the beat. So great timing and emphasizes strong beat. I don't always know what to say just to fit into a line or two. You know, it's not a full analysis, so I don't want to go in depth for every single move. As you can hear, I say a lot in my head just to say a sentence on the video. You know, and I wish I could almost make a ranking for every single move, but that would take forever and be kind of, you know, arbitrary, kind of redundant. But as you can see, there's a lot of them that I look at and think, wow, that was so good. And you know what, as I said, this is it's not extremely hard, but this part specifically is not as easy as it looks. It's very easy to look awkward. I've seen some great dancers even look awkward. I look awkward. It's definitely something they've all practiced really hard, that body roll, to make it clean but emphasized. And I think they all do a spectacular job at it. Yeah, it's very nice. So I hope that you enjoyed my Twice the Feels Who Danced Best video, and I hope that this extra bit at the end has been enlightening to how I choose and make these videos. Again, I suggest if you would like to make your own, as you know, I can't do them all. There's a lot of time it takes to go through like this. As you see, that was like, I don't know, 10 seconds of video or less that I just did in about 10 minutes. So they do take time, and I would love to see more of these for dances maybe I don't know, or for groups I don't know. It's okay, steal my concept. I'm not that unique, you know, I'm not the only one who's done this. And everyone's opinion does matter. Even if you're not a professional, you know, as long as you're not claiming to know best 100%, I think just taking a look and sharing what you think is just fun, and then hearing what other people think. So that's what I enjoy. Anyways, I hope that you liked this extra segment, and have a nice day. Thank you. I guess this is also my voice reveal. Maybe I'll edit it. We'll see. I'll let you know. All right. Thanks. Bye.